everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Hi, hello, my name is Mia and welcome to Child of Luna's Tarot channel. Why do I add tarot in there? I don't know, but today we're going to be talking about if you would be happy in with them, whether that is a romantic relationship, a friendship, if you got back to them or back together or something like this. So it doesn't really matter if it is a romantic relationship or a friend kind of thing, a co-worker or something like that. It's just basically if you would be happy with them again or in general. So group number 1 we have the Child, group number 2 we have the Cross, group number 3 we have the Whip. If you like numbers, this is number 13, 36 and 11. So these are the 3 groups that you can choose from, and I will see you in your reading. I am really sorry in first hand for the lighting because there's natural lighting coming in and the sun is always coming in, coming out, so I deeply apologize for that. I cannot control it. So yeah, let's get into your reading, shall we? Hello group number 1, welcome to your pile. Okay, we're gonna be shuffling on camera as usual. We're gonna be using one of my oldest decks, the Crystal Visions, I believe. Crystal Visions Tarot, yeah, it's an oldie but a goldie, if you know what I mean. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna be shuffling a little bit. Okay, so you picked the Child. The Child is usually a very light-hearted card. It's usually about innocence, new beginnings, also about pregnancy if you have kids, or if you have a kid involved in your relationship as well. But it's usually a card about innocence, lightheartedness, playfulness, new beginnings, new chances, forgiveness as well, at least intuitively, but also about naivety and perhaps even taking advantage of. So in its darkest forms, okay? Alright, so let's take a look at, would you be happy with them? Would pile number 1 be happy with the person that they picked? The cards are flying again. We got 9 of Wands reversed. Sorry about the glare. I literally can't fix it. But basically what I'm feeling is that yes, this person would make you happy. But it just seems like it just won't be enough for the long term. Yes, it would be amazing. You would be kind of like, I wouldn't say all over the clouds, but I would say satisfied in the beginning for the first couple of months, but then you'd kind of like want something more serious, and it seems like a challenge for this person. So let's take a look at the cards. We got the 9 of Wands reversed, clarified by Justice. It seems like you'd be able to talk with this person about a lot of things. It's kind of like you could share your experiences, no longer bottle it up. It's kind of like it's a nice energy basically to be in. You're not afraid to be yourself. You're not afraid to express yourself. It's kind of like your guard is being let down. And it feels like it's a give and take energy, okay? It's kind of like you can be yourself, they can be themselves, and it's basically a nice energy in here, okay? Then we have the Hanged Man, clarified by the 7 of Pentacles reversed. It seems like a very on and off energy, because in here you feel really good, but then in here you feel really bad because they're off. And this is triggering your sense of self-worth. Am I doing too much? Did I say something wrong? It's kind of like you putting blame on yourself, on your self-worth. Am I even worthy of their time? You know what I mean? I don't want to bother you. That kind of stuff, that kind of mentality. So that's what I'm picking up. And then the Hanged Man, it's kind of like things are on pause, things are kind of like left in the winter. It's kind of like a winter phase where you're just kind of like reflecting. Things are on standby, basically. It's the winter time, basically. In here we have spring, summer kind of energy. In here we have kind of like this winter energy. And then in here it's spring again. We have the Page of Cups. This is all about social invitations. You guys are talking again. It's very lively. You guys kind of like get excited with one another. It's really good. But then clarified by the Tower reverse, it seems like there's a cycle in here that you're not able to kind of, or either identify or able to break. You know what I mean? Because the Tower reverse for me is basically a card of you're avoiding the chaos. You know it's coming, but you're doing everything you can to avoid the chaos, because you don't want to go to rock bottom again. You don't want to feel alone. You don't want to lose this person, and you're allowing this energy to kind of like roam around. You're having fun, but you know deep down that yeah, this is going to happen again. There's going to be a winter time, basically. And then we have the High Priestess and Strength. It seems like this is make it or break it point. You're either in or either out, because it feels like this is spring, summer, winter, spring, summer, and this is autumn or fall, basically, where the leaves are falling and you're just starting to realize that perhaps the leaves on this tree need to fall, okay? The High Priestess is a card of intuition, higher knowledge, and it seems like it's a moment of a light bulb moment, you know what I mean? The moment of clarity where you are starting to realize the pattern, and you're starting to realize, yeah, maybe, okay, well, this person made me happy in this period of time, then we stopped talking, or things were a little bit off, and then they came back. So it seems like a cycle that you're trying to uncover here. And then we got Strength. The High Priestess clarified by Strength, sorry. And it seems like you're going to kind of like I'm seeing a light bulb moment, basically, and you're gonna have the courage to look into this in a more objective way, where you're just realizing that you don't want pages anymore. You don't want a Knight of Cups of an energy of a person where they are emotionally unavailable, they're on and off, they're just kind of like they're in and out. They don't want to, I wouldn't say commit, because it doesn't seem like this is for the majority, it doesn't seem like this is a romantic connection. This is kind of like a friend that you're interested in, or perhaps a really close friend for the majority of you. But for other people, you could have like children involved, and you just kind of like, yeah, perhaps I need to take the higher road on this one, and not get my children involved, not get my friends involved, not get my family involved, and just kind of like make a decision for myself and just deep breaths and move on. Or to at least realize that this person is, yeah, perhaps they're good friends when you're talking, but perhaps it's not worthy of you pursuing this on a higher level or on a more meaningful kind of thing, you know what I mean? Alright, let's see more. Would they make pile number 1 happy? Jesus. Yeah, I got the 5 of Wands, and this is all about competition. It seems like he would be, Jesus, in the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, what else? Would they make you happy? Would they make pile number 1 happy? Ace of Swords. Would they make them happy? Yeah, for some of you, it seems like, yeah, you do have children involved, or a pregnancy involved, or something like this. Could be also a business or something, but there's a sense of creation in here. There's a third party involved, basically. Or there's something related to this, and you just kind of like, I'm not sure if I should keep on doing this. So I would say, like, with the Five of Wands, it seems like there would be some kind of competition or friction. Perhaps you would be just kind of like asking for their assistance or asking for their attention or something like this. But there would be always a friction. And the Five of Wands is also a card of sexual energy for me, where there's just kind of like this sexual tension. But overall, it seems like it's a meh kind of answer for you. The Four of Pentacles is a card about greediness and saving and just kind of like also a sense of attachment and balance overall. I feel like this person is just kind of like a meh kind of energy. Whenever they're present, yeah, they make you happy momentarily, but then it's kind of like on a very surface level. It doesn't really have a deeper meaning or a deeper sense of connection. And I feel like that's what you're looking for, or to the very least, it's what you connect the most with people that there's more to the surface. There's more to this than what they're showing, and they're able to open up. And although you've had meaningful conversations where you were able to kind of like give and take, it seems like it doesn't go deeper than that. And it seems like you're going to have, again, the light bulb moment with the Ace of Swords, the mental clarity, like the truth coming up. And it's just kind of like you staying in your own lane, you staying in your own truth, in your own beauty, it seems. I feel like you're not going to break up, quote unquote, with this person or anything like that. It just seems like it's just going to stay like this. It's like, I wouldn't say stagnant energy, but it's very, very slow to develop. I don't feel like it would go anywhere. It's just kind of like a very meh energy. You want more, but this person is not able to give you, or doesn't want to give you, or very superficial. Just kind of like you want to dig deeper, but you don't want to have to be the one to say, hey, I'm going to dig deeper on this, you know, at least alone. So I feel like it's a very meh energy, like I said. Yes, they make you happy, it's very fun and stuff, but it's just meh. I wish it would have more, it would mean more, but you know, it is what it is. That's kind of like energy that I have, or that I feel is basically very meh kind of thing. So, let's see. It's kind of like a meh, very meh kind of energy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of cards in here, but I feel like we have Girl Talk, okay, which talks about time with friends, living in the moment, having fun. But all of the cards that I have in front of me, they don't tell if it's deeper than this. You know, perhaps this person is not telling you, like, is keeping things for themselves, like, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's very on the surface level. Again, I'm looking at this card and I'm not feeling the has a block or restraint. It's just kind of like stagnant, basically, although it says addiction, but I'm feeling like a very stagnant energy. And then we have heartbroken and love call. It's just kind of like, I feel like you will end up getting tired, you'll end up perhaps walking away, or just kind of like distancing yourself from this person. I don't feel like you have the need, or you'll have the need, at least for as of right now, of course, to walk away. But it just won't mean more than this. Very often on energy. I don't feel anything else. It's just a very meh kind of thing. So, Thank you so much, group number 1, for watching. I hope this clarified a lot of things, or some things at least, for you. Let me know in the comments how this resonated with you, if you feel this coming or not. And yeah, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you next time. Bye! Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the cross and number 36, this is a card for you, or the pile for you, I would say. So this is a Lenormand card, okay, and the cross talks about usually pain, burden, destiny, duty, and tolerance. And the more that you carry this cross, the more it weighs on you, okay? It also talks about emotional loss, principles, a guilty conscience, tests, hardships, sorrow, despair, you name it. It's very important but very difficult, and it seems like you either carry it with faith that things are going to be okay, or you either carry it and it's just a burden for you. So that's basically the message of the cross. Okay, so let's see if pile number 2 would be happy with the person that they thought about. We're using my very old and worn out Crystal Visions Tarot. This was kind of like the second or third tarot deck that I purchased. Very old. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look. Basically, what I'm able to pick up is that, yeah, you would be very happy, or at least like excited, very excited with this person. We got the 3 of Cups, which talks about friendship, kinship, companionship, you know, you getting together, having fun, conversations, going out, having drinks, all of those fun things that you do with people that you know. Now, we also got the Wheel of Fortune, and it seems like with the cross, it reminds me of the cross, because the cross is all about spirituality and fate, like destiny, and it seems like you may have been meant to meet this person. Like, it just gives you a sense of inspiration, and it makes you feel alive, because perhaps you've been carrying a lot of weight lately, and this person just makes you feel uplifted. And the Wheel of Fortune is just kind of like, hey, you're in luck, you know what I mean? Your luck changed. You've met a person that perhaps is worthy of your time, you know what I mean? Worthy of your energy, worthy of your emotional investments, and so on and so forth. And then the Ace of Wands is a card of inspiration, new creations, new passion. I feel like you feel very passionate about this person. There's a lot of deep, passionate feelings. Like, it's not love or anything, but you're passionate about this person. You care about them. It's very intense. And then with the 2 of Wands, this is all about like planning. Perhaps you physically live away from one another, and perhaps there's a trip coming up, or trips involved to meet this person or something like this. But there's a sense of like, I'm very excited to meet this person. I'm very excited to be in their lives, and it just makes me feel good. And then with the Queen of Cups, this is all about, I'm hearing emotional availability and emotional investment. Like, very mature, very emotionally mature person. Like, they speak with their feeling, like they say what they're feeling. They say, like, it just makes you feel emotionally replenished. You're no longer afraid to say what you're feeling. You're no longer afraid to say, like, hey, I'm feeling like this. You make me feel like this. You know what I mean? You make me feel good. You make me feel passionate. You make me feel... It's just a lot of passionate energy. You know what I mean? Like, this person... I'm hearing... I'm sorry. This is very TMI. And... perhaps 18 plus, but very turned on. the way this person speaks, it turns you on. The way they look at you. Like with the Two of Wands, this person is looking out like to the other side, and just kind of like, are you looking at me? You know what I mean? Okay, I didn't know that this reading was gonna turn into 18+, but here we are. And then the Queen of Cups, like the way that they look at you, not only from, you know, from their side, but front of you, like they have this intense, intimidating, but very, oh my god, you're turning me the fuck on, stop, you know what I mean? Okay, so I picked that up. Let's clarify the Three of Cups, please. Okay, Three of Cups clarified, oh my god, I can't speak now, by the Three of Swords. So, it seems like this friendship was hard to give, or hard to deliver, or hard to make it happen, because it seems like with the Three of Swords, this person has been hurt, has been deeply hurt, and it's hard for them to befriend somebody, or it's a challenge for them to open their heart. I wouldn't say that they're scared, but it's definitely a challenge for them now. It's definitely a challenge. Their trust has been broken, and it's just kind of like, who am I gonna trust now, you know? The Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune, Five of Swords. Yeah, this person has been through a lot of, like, mental devastation and emotional devastation as well. Like, this person has been backstabbed, their heart has been shattered, they've fought with a lot of people that have been close to them, like they've been betrayed. Like, it's just, this person has been through a lot of shit, and you came into their life to tell them, like, hey, it's worth living, it's worth to, you know, to open your heart, it's worth to be vulnerable, it's worth to feel this way, it's worth to fall in love, or to even feel passionate, you know what I mean? Like, all these emotions are good, I don't want to hurt you or anything, but it's just kind of like this person has been through a lot of shit from or for the people that were close to them. It has been really hard. They've healed, they're still healing. They're still mourning the loss of the people that they thought were their friends, or they thought were their lovers, or they thought they could trust. It has been a roller coaster for the last 5 months, I would say. And it's just, it has been hard. And you came into their life to tell them, your luck is about to change, because I'm here, basically, okay? Clarify the Ace of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Ooh. That one is a flyer. We got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, they've been... they've been afraid to feel or to speak their mind, especially this sort of energy, this sort of passionate, intense energy. Like, they've gone through a lot of mental turbulences, and the Nine of Swords for me is, it's hard to see that things are not as ugly or not as hard as they are, but you can't see that, you know what I mean? They can't see that. Like, they can't see that they're not alone, you know what I mean? They're not alone in this. They're not alone in the world. They can still use their wings to fly. They're still valuable. They're still worthy. They're still, you know, but they cannot see. Their eyes are shut. If you can see, or if you know this deck, this person has their eyes shut. This person has their eyes shut, and also this person has their eyes shut, and they can't really see. It's all in the mind, you know what I mean? They think that, and they believe that they're alone, but in reality, they are not. Especially when there's this crow over here with a sword, handing this sword and saying, hey, grab the sword and get the fuck up, you know what I mean? So, this person has been through a lot of emotional turmoils, I would say, and it's hard for them to see what's happening, and I would say even accept or speak their minds, because they don't want to lose anybody else. Alright, then we got the Two of Wands clarified by the Fool. Like, this person, or this could even be you, you know? I'm not really sure, but it's just kind of like this goes hand in hand. Like, you perhaps have gone through this and you feel like what I've been saying until now, and perhaps you are the one that went through all these emotional turmoils, and you're the one going through this hard time, and they are the ones that are giving you this sense of passion. But I feel like it goes hand in hand. I feel like it is both of you. Both of you are picking yourselves up, you know what I mean? And this is definitely the Two of Wands grabbed by the Fool. I feel like there's a trip coming up that you guys are going to meet up. And there's a sense of spontaneity as well. Like, this person loves spontaneity, and so do you. That's why you guys are a match. That's why, like, the way that you look at one another is just so intense, because it just comes out so naturally. It's uncontrolled. Like, you're not controlling the way that you look at one another. That's why it's so intense. The desire is speaking, you know what I mean? But it's just kind of like, it's a sense of a new adventure, a new discovery, a new connection, new passion. Like, it just makes them feel alive and makes you feel alive, you know what I mean? Clarify the Queen of Cups, please. Yeah, the Magician reversed. It's kind of, at first they didn't see it coming, or at first you didn't see it coming, or you didn't feel like this person would be so special for you, or that, I don't know, it's just a sense of you met up, or you met one another, perhaps online or something like this, and it was just kind of like, yeah, okay, you didn't really believe or feel this intensity, but then you went through this, and now you feel the intensity, you feel the passion, because everything else just seems, I wouldn't say useless, but everything else just seems meaningless, because they just make you so sad. You know, and you don't want to give these people the importance that they're looking for, or the importance that you thought they had. But because they let you down, they hurt you, they made you feel like fucking shit, you're now seeing that how it feels to be valued. Yeah, and now it feels good. I don't know, it just seems very, very good. I feel like this person would make you happy, indeed. We got the Nine of Cups. lots of romance, lots of sweet nothings, sweet words. What I'm seeing is basically that you don't even need to talk. It's just the way that you look at one another, the way that you make each other feel. Got the Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and then the Queen of Wands. You don't even need to talk. Like, the Two of Swords is all about miscommunication and not making a decision, being confused. And the Eight of Swords is all about this mental trap where you feel like you can't solve an issue, but you definitely can, but you believe that you're still in the middle of everything, but you definitely can solve this issue. You can definitely see this. It's just kind of like both of these women are blindfolded. And it also seems like it's not just about not speaking and just looking at one another, but you feel one another without even seeing or speaking to one another. Yeah, it's just... it is very profound. You're deeply passionate about one another. And there's definitely a very big and very deep connection. And I feel like it's genuine. I feel like it's genuine. Yeah. Alright, let's get some final cards up in here for group number 2. Oh. Heart with the key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together and perfect. Didn't I say like there could be a trip coming up because you perhaps live away from one another physically? I feel like this person, your person, or you, one of you, is afraid of intimacy. And there's a sense of very strong boundaries. They really don't want to get hurt again, and they don't, or you, but I feel like they don't really want to get hurt again, and let alone lose what they have with you. So their boundaries are very strong. Like, they're not going to allow you to just kind of like, I wouldn't say disrespect their boundaries, but they're gonna make sure that their boundaries are heard and respected, because perhaps the reason why they've been hurt before was because their boundaries weren't strong enough. So with you, not only because they don't want to get hurt, but because they want to keep you, quote unquote, keep you, their boundaries are going to be really, really strong. So, and it's going to make you feel like they're afraid of intimacy, or going to make you feel like they're running from you or anything like that, but I feel like it's because of their own pain. Yeah. But they could be afraid of intimacy, but it's not on a level where they run away from you or anything like that. They just don't want to get too intimate to the point where their boundaries are let down and their walls are let down, and then things start to develop and they get hurt again. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to ruin this in any shape or form. So it definitely seems like this person could definitely make you happy. Yeah, see, the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Pentacles. This person feels really abandoned. This person feels left behind by the people that they used to hang out with. They're definitely being left in the cold, and it's making them question their worth and their friendships, their connections, you know what I mean? So therefore, this person has really strong boundaries, and they're a little bit afraid of a little bit of everything. So I feel like this person, once again, would make you happy because there's this intense passion and this spark in them. There's a lot of warmth, but these are the reasons why perhaps they act like the way they act, or perhaps they've explained this to you. But this is just another confirmation that, you know, if they didn't explain, this is why it seems like they're running away from you, but they're not. Okay, so this is all I have for you, group number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. Don't forget to also give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you're not subscribed already, and if you'd like to keep on watching more videos like this one. And I will see you on the next video. Goodbye. Hello, group number 3. If you chose the whip or the number 11, this is your group. The whip, this is a Lenormand card, okay, and the whip usually represents conflict, discussions, arguments, you know, opposites, an argumentative person, but also represents sexuality, because who doesn't like a good whip? Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah, it also represents sexuality and sex, more sexy moments, 18 plus, you know what I mean? But this could be a very very, how can I explain this? But it's very steamy in all areas in life. Very argumentative, very hot, kind of like very set on their words. They hurt you with their words, but also the sex is very pleasant. You know what I mean? It's a complicated energy to describe, but you definitely know what I mean. Okay, so we're gonna be using my Crystal Visions tarot deck. It's very worn out, very old, an oldie but a goldie, you know what I mean? And we're gonna see if you would be happy with this person, if they would make you happy. Let's see if they would make you happy. Okay. Pile number 3. Let's start with the Ten of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Wands. Would this person make you happy? Would this person make you happy? I feel like you would end up choosing your independence. It's not because this person is a bad person, but because the way that they communicate with you is just not your cup of tea. The Ten of Swords reversed, clarified by the Ace of Wands. Like I said, like this represents really good or really well the whip. The Ten of Swords reversed is all about, I'm hearing make up sex. So for instance, you have a very heated argument or a very heated conversation that ends up in you guys arguing with one another. But then in order to make amends, you guys have intercourse, or you guys have very steamy sex. But for instance, while that is really hot, steamy, like they're really good in what they do, but that's not what you want mentally. And although it makes you feel better because, you know, you like it, it's not what your mind wants. It's not what your emotional needs want. Your emotional needs want to be understood and want to be respected with the King of Cups. Like the King of Cups is like a no shit taker, basically. They don't take shit for their emotions. Like you either understand or try to, or, you know, at least have a conversation to understand my point of view and why I feel like this, or you're gonna go, basically. Like they're not gonna settle. They're not gonna try to force you to understand, you know, if you're not able to ask the right questions. So it seems like this person has no mental capacity to understand you or your emotions. So their way to apologize is to, if you're with one another, is to either have intercourse with you or to be really hot, steamy while you're talking, or to just kind of like tell you how good you look, how hot you look, how kind of like make you feel fired up inside. But it's not, it just feel like very superficial or not enough. It's not what you need. And with the Four of Swords, it's kind of like, yeah, while this may feel good, you want to be understood, and this person is not capable of doing that. Now then we have the Star, clarified by the Hermit. And it seems like, because this person doesn't understand, it seems like it's gonna trigger something that will make you feel like you can't understand it either. Now the Star is a healing card, but it seems like it's also revealing a lot of things by you going within. It's like you're gonna be needing to heal from this, or you're only gonna see what's revealing to you whenever you go within, because it's not gonna be a piece of cake, because it makes you feel good, but in the long run, is this what you want? You know what I mean? So, and it's not going to be easy, because I'm looking at these stars over here, and it seems like it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And it seems like perhaps it has happened to you before, but right now you're starting to understand the pattern. Therefore, you're gonna end things with death, clarified by the Six of Pentacles. You're gonna understand what you need. You're gonna understand what you want, and you're gonna go after it. But in order to go after it, you need to get rid of this. So it seems like very hot and steamy, but also very destructive. You're going to end up choosing your independence because this person has no intellect, availability, or ability to understand you. And they may even give you the cold shoulder or try to twist some things. It seems like it's a very emotional and intellectual balance, but also it's hard to decipher, but it's just very complicated. It's a complicated energy, and it, like, I'm looking at the other cards, and the center is a star. Like, you are going to be the one that needs to uncover the patterns, uncover what is going on by going within. And perhaps you're going to have to actually have a temporary separation from this person because it just won't shut up. It's like I'm trying to talk, I'm trying to hear my voice, but there's outside voices coming in. And this could be your person. So it seems like you're going to have to go either on a trip or going outside for a moment to be alone in order to understand what is going on. So it seems very challenging, I would say. Like, this could be the Eight of Swords. Yeah. The Queen of Cups. It's kind of like the Three of Wands. It's like this person doesn't understand, or they make you believe that they don't understand, or they try not to understand. With the Eight of Swords, like, it's kind of like they put the blindfold on you so you don't pinpoint what you're seeing, or you don't pinpoint what you're going through. But they cannot do that for long because you're very in touch with your emotions with the Queen of Cups. Like, you are very emotionally mature. When it comes to yourself, you're very gentle, very kind of like, you're very in tune with your emotional needs. But when it comes to other people, you're very kind of like, I understand myself, this is what I need. If you're not able to provide this for me, I cannot do this, you know what I mean? I won't stand for this, you know? And then the Three of Wands, like, you expect change, but change isn't coming. You expect progress, but progress isn't coming. There's delays. Like, this person, it's kind of like you take one step and to 10 step backs, and it's just kind of, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating, and you just want happiness. But in order to go from this place to happiness, you need to let go. So it seems like you won't be happy with this person, per se. I'm hearing you need to define what is happiness for you. If this is your happiness, then okay, perhaps this person is going to make you happy. But for the majority of you, you still need to, this is what's going on, or what's about going on, or something like that. But this is the revelation. And in the middle is what you need to do in order to get there. But in order for you to get there, you need to redefine what makes you happy. What are your emotional needs? Because this person could create a lot of emotional baggage and traumas, and you lose touch, or it's painful to look at it. So very, very, very hard. You need to redefine what makes you happy and stand by it. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to find it, I feel like. To go from this place to this place. Oh, okay. Mask. Gaslighting. That's the word that I was looking for. I feel like this person is gonna gaslight you. Engagement, partnership. I feel like this is close to be a relationship or is a relationship already. But nonetheless, I feel like you have this important lesson to learn from or with this person. Like, you're meant to learn this. Jesus Lord. Then we got stabbed in the back. Yeah. I feel like a lot of deception, heartbreak, and pain, which is going to lead to you guys separating. So, very hard indeed. You got some work to do. Whenever the time comes, of course, it doesn't need to be right now, but it definitely seems like you're gonna know when the time is right. And please don't delay it, because I feel like you have a tendency to delay whenever you need to be in this place. So do not delay this. Otherwise, it's going to be even more painful. You're not going to want to look at it. So, or to redefine what makes you happy. What do you want? So, yeah, this is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with you, and if you, of course, would like to share some of your experiences. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, so you don't miss out on any videos like this one. And I will see you on my next one. Bye!